All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. As always, I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do rule and teach well. And Shalom to the hopeful elect, to you Akim out there across the four corners of the earth, pushing out this word in all truth and sincerity. This is the brother Naraya, one of the brothers coming up under the men of Great Millstone, the branch here on Des Moines, Iowa. And of course, under our apostles and elders on down. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, just back here with another lesson. All right. And as you see in the title, man, let's be passionate for righteousness. Okay. Let's be passionate for righteousness in a world that's passionate for wickedness. All right. So, hey, we just going to hop right into the scriptures, and Lord willing, this will be edifying. All right. Salakia, actually, before we get into the scriptures, I actually want to get the definition for the word passion. Okay. It is the definition for the word passion in the Etymon online. All right. It says suffering, enduring, right, man? So to be passionate for righteousness is to suffer for righteousness. It's to endure for righteousness, man. You know, like I said, the notion is that which must be endured. Okay. So we have to endure everything that we're going to go through, man. The afflictions, the persecutions, the trials and tribulations, man, for righteousness' sake. All right. Suffer for righteousness' sake, man. Be passionate for righteousness. Okay. Scriptures say, he that endureth until the end, the same shall be saved, man. All right. And we hope to be those ones that are saved, but we have to be passionate for the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. To suffer for righteousness. All right. So I'm going to get this in the book of 1 Peter. This is 1 Peter chapter 3. And I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, for the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. And who is he that will harm you if ye be followers of that which is good? And if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, nor be troubled. Right, man? So, hey, the Lord said, hey, if we suffer for righteousness' sake, man, hey, we ought to be happy. Happy are ye, man. Okay, when we're afflicted, when we're persecuted, when we go through trials and tribulations for the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, for righteousness' sake. Okay, like it said, be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. All right. So we have nothing to worry about, man, if we continue to doing the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And being passionate in doing it, man. Being passionate for righteousness. Suffering for the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? In a world that is passionate for wickedness. All right? But we ought to rejoice, man. We ought to rejoice when we suffer for righteousness. Okay? Regardless of anything that we have to go through or anything that we're going to be faced with. All right? I'm going to get a scripture to back that up. This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 10. It says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So once again, man, the Lord is reiterating, man, that we're blessed, okay, when we're persecuted for righteousness' sake. All right. Happy are ye, man, that suffer for righteousness' sake. Why? For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So Lord willing, we endure to the end. Lord willing, we continue to suffer the afflictions, man, and the persecutions for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's sake all the way into the end. Ours is going to be the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. Verse 11, it says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely, man. And what does that sound like? That sounds like suffering for righteousness, man. Being persecuted. All right. When men shall revile you, when people speak up against our name falsely. You know, that's suffering for the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. Even the things that we're going through now, man. All right. Sacrificing our time and our energy, man, to do what's pleasing to the Lord. You know, losing relationships with people that we knew, family members, man. All for righteousness' sake, being passionate for the righteousness, man. Okay. We're blessed. Verse 12, it says, rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you, man. So we're in good company, because the same way they persecuted our forefathers, man, the prophets of old that was doing the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. Ones that were passionate for righteousness, ones that suffered for righteousness. All right. The same way that they're going to persecute us, man. The same way we're going to be afflicted. All right. And have to go through these trials and tribulations. But hey, rejoice and be exceeding glad. And Lord willing, we are part of that number. Hey, great is our reward in heaven, man. Okay. And I'm going to get an account, man, of an example of one of our fathers of old, man, the prophets of old that was being persecuted, man, that was passionate and that suffered for righteousness. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 20 and verse 7. It says, O Lord Yahweh, thou hast deceived me, and I was deceived. Thou art stronger than I, and hast prevailed. I am in derision daily. Everyone mocketh me. And why was the prophet Jeremiah in derision? All right. Why was he being mocked? Because he was preaching the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because he was suffering for righteousness, man. Okay. And that's the same thing we're going through right now, man. These people, hey, have us in derision. And these people mock us, you know. We're out there on the highways and byways, man, proclaiming the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. People walk by and scoff, man. Call us bums, tell us to get a job. People say that we wear dresses, you know. Hey, man, we're suffering for righteousness. And we have to continue to be passionate for righteousness, man. Verse 8, it says, For since I spake, I cried out, and I cried violence and spoil, because the word of the Lord Yahweh was made a reproach unto me, and a derision daily. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. But his word was in mine heart, as a burning fire shut up in my bones. And I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay, man. So, hey, Jeremiah had the mindset of, man, I'm not going to speak in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai anymore, man. You know, because these people is putting me through straight hell. These people is not listening. Jake is wicked, man. All right. So I'm not gonna make mention of him anymore. But what does it say? But his word was in my heart as a burning fire shut up in my bones, man. You know, and he could not stay. So the prophet Jeremiah had to preach the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. And we ought to have that same spirit, man. We ought to be passionate for righteousness' sake, man. Regardless of what we go through. Regardless of how much they mock us or have us in derision or persecute us, man, you know, or afflict us or speak up against us falsely. All right. This word has to be that fire in our bones, man. We got to be passionate for righteousness, to suffer for righteousness, man. All right. Because we're going to be afflicted, man. We're going to be tried. All right. We're going to go through trials and tribulations, man. I'm going to get this in the book of Revelation. This is Revelation chapter 10, Salakia chapter 2 and verse 10. Chapter 2 and verse 10, it says, Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Right, there's that word suffer again, okay? But the Lord told us to fear nothing that we're going to suffer, man. None of the afflictions that we're going to be faced with, all right? It says, Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. And that's what's going to happen to some of us, man. Some of us are going to have to, some of us are going to be thrown into concentration camps, man, into prisons, all right? For being passionate for righteousness' sake. For doing the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and proclaiming the words of our Lord, man. Prophesying the downfall of this place. Some of us are going to be cast into prison, like it said, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, man. So this is how passionate that we have to be for righteousness, man. Okay? That we're faithful unto death. And the Lord is going to give us a crown of life, man. All right? Suffering for righteousness, even unto death, man. And we're going to receive everlasting life. Okay? Because there's people that are passionate for wickedness, man. There is people that will gladly be put to death for wickedness. All right. You got homosexuals, man, over there in the Middle East. They be getting thrown off of buildings, man. They be getting stoned. And them sodomites, man, will gladly walk to their death, man, for something that's wicked. Okay. So how much more us to suffer and to be passionate for righteousness, man? You know. There's no way that someone could be more passionate for wickedness than we are for righteousness, okay? We got to be faithful unto death, man, all right? Enduring to the end, okay? Because this devil Esau, man, this devil Esau is passionate for wickedness. You know, look how adamant he is about getting everybody vaccinated, man, and pushing his agenda. Right? Look how passionate he's gonna be for to get everyone to fully depend on him, you know, and to comply with all the wickedness that he's pushing. This devil is passionate for wickedness, man. He's suffering for wickedness. All right. So we got to continue to be passionate for righteousness, man, because this devil is not going to stop until the Lord destroys him. Okay. I'm going to get this. To back that up, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, in verse Salakia. In verse 21, it says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Before the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened," man. So this is how passionate this devil is for wickedness, man. Okay, the tribulation that he's going to bring upon this earth, man. Okay, the scriptures call it Jacob's trouble, a time like no other. All right, the scriptures say that this devil shall be as a madman, sparing none. He's going to be passionate for wickedness, man. And if he had his way, like it said, except the day should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. All right. If he had his way, this devil was so passionate for wickedness that he would kill everybody, man, even himself. But what does it say? Before the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, man. And that's what we see, man. All right. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is shortening the days, and we are almost at the end of this thing. And this devil Esau, even the so-called white man, is not going to be able to fully establish that NWO, man. All right. The Lord is going to destroy this devil. Okay, but this devil, hey, he's passionate for his wickedness, man. So we ought to be passionate for righteousness. We ought to suffer for righteousness. All right. I'm gonna get this in the book of Proverbs. Okay, to back that Revelation up. This is Revelation chapter 4 and verse 16. This is how passionate this devil is to commit wickedness, man. It says, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall." You know, these devils can't even sleep, man. These devils can't even get a good night's rest unless they committed some evil and some wickedness throughout the earth. Like you said, except they done mischief. All right. Their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. Okay. You think of us trying to do what's righteous in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. You know, we have those nights, those sleepless nights, man. Where we up studying all night, you know, trying to increase in the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know, you try to go to sleep, but you know in your mind that you didn't get the chapters in and you'll read that you needed to get done in that day. You can't even sleep, man. You tossing and turning. You got to get up. You got to do something for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You got to suffer for righteousness. That's how this devil is for wickedness, man. These people can't even sleep unless they have done mischief. All right. Esau, even the so-called white man, is passionate for wickedness, man. So how much more us, man, to be passionate for righteousness, to suffer for righteousness' sake. All right. You know, the Christians used to always say, you know, the devil was working hard, but God is working 10 times harder. You know, and this devil is working hard. All right. But what they don't realize is that hey, this devil works for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai on the left hand side, man. You know, it's not the left hand side versus the Lord, man. It's the left hand side of the Lord versus the right hand side of the Lord, man. All right. And ultimately, we know the right hand side through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to win, is going to prevail. But what, man? Hey, we don't know if we're part of that winning team. So we got to be passionate for righteousness, man. All right. We got to suffer for righteousness. Okay. More than this devil is passionate for wickedness. All right. Because we are in a spiritual war, man. We are in a spiritual fight. Okay. I'm going to get that. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood." You know what? I'm going to start at verse 10. Ephesians 6 and verse 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right. Verse 12, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Okay. So we are in a spiritual battle, man. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood, man. We're wrestling against principalities, man, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Okay. And the rulers of the darkness of this world, man, are passionate about wickedness. Okay. They will not stop until Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai destroys them, man. All right. I'm going to read one more verse. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Right, man? So we got to put on the whole armor of the Lord, man, of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay, which is these scriptures, which is these words. All right. So we're able to stand in that evil day. All right. So we're able to endure. Right. So we're able to suffer through all those trials and tribulations and afflictions, man. All right. Having done all to stand, and Lord willing, we are part of that number. We're going to be saved, man. All right. Because the Lord is going to come out on top. Wickedness is not going to prevail, man. But once again, hey, we don't know if we're a part of that winning team. Okay. And this is why we have to do this. I'm gonna get this. This is 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 2. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall, man. And this is what we have to continue to do, man. Give diligence to make our calling and election sure. And what does that mean, man? We have to continue to be passionate for righteousness, man. Continue to suffer for righteousness' sake. All right. And like I said, for if ye do these things, ye shall never fall, man. Okay. If we endure to the end, man, if we continue to be passionate for righteousness, continue to suffer for righteousness, man, hey, we're not going to fall, man. We're going to be saved and delivered out of this place, man. Okay. And that day is coming soon and very soon, man. Our salvation is nearer than when we believe. But we have to continue to be passionate for this, man. All right. We got to continue to suffer and endure. Okay. All the trials and tribulations, all the adversities and afflictions that we're going to go through, man. All right. So, hey, that's all I had through the Spirit. Lord willing, I was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. As always, I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do rule and teach well. And shalom to the hopeful elect, to our Akim out there across the four corners of the earth, pushing out this word in all truth and sincerity. All right, with that, I'm going to say shalom.